Hey everyone, so it's an exciting day. We've finished the whole month of Ramadan. So it's the holy month in Muslim culture, Islam, where you don't eat from sunrise to sunset. So it lasts for a whole month. And I've decided this year to do it just to see what it's like really being immersed in the culture and working and living in a culture that's majority Muslim. I thought I would see if I could do it and just have the experience. So I made it, I survived. At times it was a long month, but overall it's gone relatively quick, and I'm surprised that we've just finished the whole month. So when I began this whole process, I was really nervous about how I would function without food or drink or coffee for that matter, knowing that I had to go to work and look after people and then come home and still do my daily chores and routine and everything, to the point that I remember having the conversation about, it's okay, I'll fast, but I'll drink water. And my partner was like, if you're going to do it, why don't you try the whole thing? And I very reluctantly did, and here we are. We've done the whole month. We've got finishes tonight, and then tomorrow is the big celebration of Eid. And I have to say, while it was quite a challenge to get through the month at times, particularly because I had to work full-time hours, so going to work functioning was tough. You're hungry, you're very thirsty, everything's hard, you don't think straight. It's a bit of a challenge, but I'm very proud to say that we've both done the month. I'm proud of myself. I truly didn't think I would last. I thought maybe, I would start drinking water, but the fact that I work with a lot of people that were also fasting, it was encouragement. Like, it was a big thing to be fasting, and that kind of made it easier for me. So I have to say, it's been a tough month, but it's gone quickly. Like, I'm surprised we're finished, we've done it, and we made it. So tonight is the last night. No more getting up at 3 a.m, setting our alarm for 3 a.m, so that we can have that final drink before no more fluid. So I get to sleep in relatively tonight, which will be a nice thing. But otherwise, yeah, we did it. The fast broke around 6:15 to 6:30 most of the time from memory. So we would have fruit and water and dates, which is the common thing, dates, to break a fast. So we would do that, and then you would need time to settle. We would have coffee, then we would do our regular chores, like we exercise and cleaning and cooking dinner, whatever we had to do. So then of course you can't eat straight away, so we would have dinner anywhere from like 9:30 to 11:30, which is quite late. So then of course you have to stay up because you can't go to bed on a full stomach. So we would go to bed anywhere from like 12, 1 o'clock sometimes, and then we would set our alarm for 3:30, because you just want that one last chance to have that one last bit of water, because there's another 18 hours ahead where you cannot have anything. So it was definitely, as I said, it was a great experience, but it totally impacted on my routine and lifestyle, and it definitely made working a 9.5 hour shift challenging. Would I do it again? Yes, I would. I really liked the challenge, and I really think next year we're going to back up and do it again. So not only was the fasting difficult, I also was committed to exercising and, being a better me, or whatever the saying is. So after we would break the fast, the first time we would just eat fruit, and then I would head up to the gym to do a workout. So my partner was very encouraging of that, which was a good thing. He did get a couple of looks that I reckon almost could have killed him, but he was good about that. Um, and I have to say, well, as I said, you are hungry and thirsty. You do lose that. Like, I thought there is no way I'm going to be able to work out having eaten fruit for the last 18, 20 hours. But you kind of get this, I don't know, this weird, sense that you just get it done. You have like a whole new perspective and you get it done. It's like a whole new energy. And to be honest, I don't know how it worked or where I got the energy from, but I did it. I did it for the whole month and I've lost 9 kilos. So while that is an added benefit, it's not the reason I fasted at all. I fasted to, as I said, to see what the experience was like. It's just the icing on the cake, really, that, I'm healthier, I'm happier, I enjoyed it most of the time, the exercise most of the time. And yeah, it's been a good month. So with work, as I said, I worked the whole 9.5 hours, which was tough some days. As part of the policy where I work, the hospital policy, if you're Muslim, you only have to work 6 hours a day, because if you're fasting and you're not eating or drinking, then they understand that you don't function at your best, and so you get to work a shorter shift. So while this was my choice, and I don't regret it at all, and I knew this would be the case, as I am a non-Muslim, I had to work the full 9.5 hours. So that basically meant that we started before they got there, and then they all got to leave and we had to stay, which was fine because I was the only person fasting that wasn't Muslim in my department. But sometimes it got a bit tough just knowing that, oh, that's fine, they get to go home and have a nap or go home and just chill out, whereas I had to keep going. And fasting isn't an excuse not to work, let me tell you. Like, it's continuous. Like, you get slammed because they want the cases done. You have to get done what has to get done. And some days that was tough. That was really tough, and I would come home absolutely wrecked. But I still went to the gym and did the hour, and some hours I can tell you were not as good as others, but I was still up there and I still pushed through, and as I said, 9 kilos. So I don't know what else to say, but at work I wanted to have greater understanding for what they were going through and try and understand how tough it is. It's quite mentally challenging knowing that you can't have anything to eat or drink and you've still got to work, and you can't snap at people because you want to drink or you want to eat, and just trying to realize that you can survive without that. It's not vital all day every day. So it was a nice thing to do for me. As I said, it was a challenge, and I'm proud that I've achieved that. It's definitely something that I look forward to doing again. And even saying that, my family thought I was absolutely crazy fasting and going to work and trying to live a normal life, because everything is turned upside down. Even simple things like the shopping centres are open until 4 a.m. Like doctors, we had a doctor's appointment, which you would have seen in a previous video, and the appointment was 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. because everyone sleeps during the day and then everyone's awake during the night. So even seeing the culture through that side of things was quite interesting, and definitely only, I think, you could do that here or in a country that's a majority Muslim country. I'll try and see if some of my family are interested. It is what it is. If they're not, it's up to them, but there's just something very special, and to achieve the whole month, it's a big thing. Like, once you start fasting and you do it for a week, you understand the commitment that you have to put in to make it, and having made it, it definitely, you appreciate the food, you appreciate the water, rather than it just being like a routine of eating. You actually appreciate that you get to eat and what you're eating, and that you're lucky enough that you get to eat. So your perspective definitely changes, and it is, I highly, highly recommend it for everyone out there, just to see. Because as I said, there's something about it, there's an energy you get, even the camaraderie that you're all like with your work colleagues, because you're all doing it, it's all supportive. They all get to go home really, which is fine, but it's still a big like community thing. So totally, even when I go home, I'll be doing this. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so like I said, guys, this is the end of Ramadan. So end of fasting, I think we've got maybe half an hour left and we're done. I have to say, I think I will miss it. Maybe not the 3:30 wake up for the, the last sneaky bit of water before you have to fast, but the concept overall has really been quite fun in a way. And I think being here in this culture has given me a new perspective on what the religion goes through and how tough it is and how committed they are to their beliefs. Because I know for a fact at home it just would not be the same if it's done at all. It's not really a culture that is overly prevalent in my world or my society. So I do appreciate being here and the chance and opportunity to do this with people at work and with my partner and just experience this firsthand. So I will miss it, but as I said, not the 3 a.m. wake up. So I'm going to post some more information and about my workouts in other videos, just to see if that can help you, because I've made a positive change. I have a long way to go, but I've made a positive change. I've made lots of improvements. I feel 100% better for it, and if that gives anyone the motivation or any tiny little bit of help or push or whatever it is that you need, then that's a good thing. So keep watching, and I'm sure I'll post those soon. So there's still plenty of information and lessons that I have learnt throughout this that I would love to share with you. So if you want to stay connected, then please do, and I will pass that information and my experience along. So yeah, this is about it. I hope that you have enjoyed watching, and I will talk to you again soon.